Hello and welcome to another dramatic reading by me, Anzan84. Today we are doing our 300th video in style by doing another chapter of Super Sentai vs Power Rangers. I will also add that it is a given definition of style. Chapter 26, Living Through Volt's Game. I know it's supposed to be living, but this is a live man chapter, there must be a pun in there somewhere according to the author, so it's living through Volt's game. Author's note: originally, Mara and Capri were supposed to be killed in this chapter, but figuring out that it'd be too hateful to do it, they were removed for good. If you all seem to confused figuring it out with readers as reacting negatively to your original draft in which they were killed off purely because you were doing it clearly out of spite. And that's not the last time it happened, as we'll discuss at the end of this chapter. In the last chapter, the United Alliance of Evil is now sponsoring a game show. Yes, really, that is our evil plan for this week. If you're wondering why they're doing it in this Live Man chat after it features Hurricaneja, it's because both Live Man and Hurricaneja had game show episodes. Live Man's had Dr. Ashura pledge up against a load of genii to beat them in their respective fields, including most famously for one person saying hello in several different languages, including Filipino. Whereas in Hurricaneja, Satoraku's debut was a game show where we had to answer riddles in order to find the location of the monster of the week, and for everyone they got wrong, they were lowered closer to the lava. In that case, the show was rigged so that they couldn't win. That specific episode got homaged in Gokaiger, where there was less world-ending stakes involved, and the only thing at stake was their pride, which they obviously stopped caring about after 10 punishments. Okay, the Force of Darkness are throwing in their money, and the Alienizers were full of money. What about the other Force of Darkness? You know, the Evolian, Magicanja, and probably not them, they died. I'm sure there's plenty of evil organizations that would gladly fund this thing beyond those two. Anyway, yeah. In the Sentai year 2011, at the United Alliance of Evil headquarters, Friday and Umbrella were impressed by the money pouring in. At this rate, we can put people under our control. We're convince more to invest in our cause and cause people to know we're not kidding, said Umbrella. You've conquered Europe. How do people think you're kidding at this point? Well, very well done, Umbrella, said Relegate. You do have powerful connections, don't you? Maybe I should provide some of your friends sometime. What friends? Umbrella was the sole villain in Deca Ranger. That'd be great too, Radagay-sama, said Bella. Oh look, the money's pouring in. In no time, be able to seize control of the economy of Europe. I thought you already controlled Europe. Why do you need the economy? We shouldn't move to destroy all the nations immediately. That sound advice, I'd like to extend the agony of people. Oh, the foolishness of people, said Radagay. I love to take advantage of their stupidity. Maybe I should create a pachinko-based Biojigen Ren. Maybe sometime in the future, said a a series of riddles were given to them. Who is them? Yosuke Shin was displaying his lack of ability in answering riddles by getting a lot of wrong answers. Yosuke does not have an ability to answer riddles. It was in the episode in question, he was never asked any, and it was everyone else who got them wrong, except Issue, but he was marked as wrong for being too slow. Anything, the point is, Yosuke's never really he portrayed as this kind of idiot. What is yellow outside and white inside, said Satorakura. Oh, come on. A school bus full of bunnies, said Yosuke Shinarawa rashly. How crazy can Yosuke get, Nami? Wrong answer! Time for another electric shock! Ubiana, will you, Lethal Zuno? Said Lofor. Yes, indeed, game show host, said Lethal Zuno. Oh, who the heck addresses people as game show hosts? Shouldn't it be Mr. Lofor? The monster Lethal Zuno fired his deadly energy at Yosuke Shina, but not deadly enough to kill him. But it's clearly not that deadly, and they wanted to torture their contestants slowly. I only was worried about Yosuke Shina may end up dead soon, and Mabu could explode because they were at the losing streak. To be on a losing streak. A Twinkie, said Tori. Correct answer, said Low 4. Oh, come on. Look like now I'm seeing you can figure out difficult riddles would make the perfect brain for me, said Grandprofessor Beers. These riddles are not that riddle was not difficult. It was just as the author was trying to portray Yosuke as an idiot because he's a loudmouth. A stereotype that has never particularly been true for Sentai. Does People's Eye or Kamen Rider or indeed any show. I would like to say volume of delivery does not equal intelligence. Until lack thereof of how intelligent they are depends on the character and the way they're written. And now for the next riddle. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Said Satorakura. That's not a riddle, that's a joke. Because 7 is stronger, said Kota. Wrong, said Low4. Megami Misaki answered. Because 7, 8, 9, that's a very easy question. Megami proves again why she is my favourite of the live man. And because she's more competent than her male contemporaries. Especially in the earlier episodes. Again, that's correct, said Low4. What's black and white and red all over, said Satorakura. A newspaper, said Tori. Again, that's correct, said Low4. What a girl Tori is, said Yosuke Shin, admiring her. Okay, but why would he admire her just because she answered some questions? He took note of her name as it was announced in the game show. Surely this could have been included previously. They were sweating, seeing that he and his team could end up dead despite their high resistance to injury. The girls answer the question so well. Looking like a plan to create a brainwave attack will soon work, said Mizenda. What plan? Grandpa's beard began rolling 4 riddles. It was great, said Yosuke Shin, afraid of his life. He even badly executes for his poor ability to answer riddles. Nanami is always showing her intellect to keep the group safe. Now, I'd argue that Nanami is not particularly smart since she failed to realise that a celebrity taking interest in her and suddenly speaking in English wasn't Shurikenja in disguise. Not to mention since he was the only one who believed Furubito's fake defective act wholesale. And at one point that a famous producer had an interest in her without hitting alarmed. When he was still rolling, God's result as if it was saying as there was some electric shock that happened previously. That sentence makes no sense. The bot was trying to see who gets laid off, so they're firing people now? What for? Or who can develop an IQ of 1000 plus for Grandprofessor Beard in extension thousands of use. Ring a bell here because I'd like to point out that the author seemed to have misinterpreted Live Man's plot. Bias was not looking for a brain with 10,000 IQ. He was looking for a brain that could score 10,000 points in his intelligence tests. And also, that would be useless to Taozant, and his goal is to destroy the universe and remake it in its own image. How the hell would a high IQ help there? Will the answer done, they will automatically be zombified, the losers die. Okay, and I'd also like to point out this game show is not going to help anyone develop 1,000 points by BS's standards. Meanwhile, the other masked men were gathered together, still shocked what they saw on TV. Why the hell aren't you rushing in to rescue your teammates? I can't believe this is happening to our friends, said Kenta. Tommy appeared wearing a classic white suit and a cap like Bambi used to. When he pointed out that's not a particularly badass looking image, and I've mocked it up for you here. Yeah, good day, sir. I'm Tommy. I do have something important to tell you. You must be Kenda, Akira, and Haruka, said Tommy. How hell didn't he know that already? Why hell would he be here if he didn't? What the? How this stranger now us all, said Haruka in shock. I'm just in luck that you feel all together for now. I can help you find your friend, said Tommy. I don't trust you a bit, said Aku, who tried to do an attack. Tommy revealed himself. Revealed himself from what? With a charming smile and a witty attack. As they call me, Big One, said Tommy as he imitated Bamba Sokichi. He held his back and was soon taken to the exact location, using the search guard time train at his command. He was told the coordinates by the new sky base from Cassin Crone, who figured out the coordinates. Okay, but how the hell did they figure it out? Are we not going to get any explanation as to how the heroes can seemingly win everything? I know one of my pet peeves is that the heroes are constantly one-upping the bad guys with little effort, which I think is just lazy writing and pretty much destroys any threat the bad guys pose. This pick takes a cake for that. Not the cake, but the blue ribbon. And this is crazy. Are you some alien? Said Haruka. You've seen this before. Why do you think he's an alien? Alien. Yep, I'm not from this world. Right now, I'll take you to save your friend. There's no time to wait. It's now or never, said Tommy. Guess we don't have a choice, Ben, said Kenta. You could just save him without working for him. That's a choice. Back at the game show, the money was pouring in gradually for United Lines of Evil. We're now making at least £5 billion. So they're collecting it in GBP. Or there's probably some other country that uses pounds. I'm struggle to think of any. I know many countries use dollars. When he was pouring in from alienites in the future, and for the past at least 6 million other pounds came in pouring from other evil scientists who were involved. What other evil scientists are these? The brains that Beers keeps in his secret room? Taku, I'm just getting scared at all these. Looks like everybody loses in the end, said Momoko. Just hang on, Momoko. I could care less about your bad cooking and all. But that has literally nothing to do with the situation at hand. All I care now is that we can put an end to the evil plots and all, said Taku. To be even once and for all. And also, you're clearly doing a bang-up job of that. I hope we can live through this, said Shane. I'm worried about what could happen to the Hurricanes team. However, it's me electric shock, but not even them are that great. That guy in red really is too careless, said Tori. Now it's time for another riddle. What's red and white and blue with the stars? asked Saturaku. That'd be fireworks, said Taku. Wrong, said Saturaku, fired a bolt at Takaru. That would be the American flag, said Yosuke Shina. That's correct, said Saturaku, surprised as Yosuke Shina was screwing his team nearly to their deaths. What the hell does that mean? I guess Yosuke's not so dumb after all. If he were, Hurricanes would never have been led by him to victory. If the author's aware of this, then why is he portraying Yosuke as this kind of idiot? And also, I think it's time I'm gonna have to prepare music to change some time. The Hurricanes were trying to figure out how we can escape and assist the hostages who were forced to watch against their will. Telephone was pouring in so much money already. Just Ben there was an unexpected power fail in the studio. Tommy, a masked man, decided the electric repairman. How did they do that? Wait a minute, I don't recall calling for service, said Grand Professor Beers. Me too, said Dr. Kemp. Akira Hurricane Kenta. Oh wow, I just realised Dr. Kemp actually had dialogue. Akira Hurricane Kenta moved by the sky and switched their ranger form to blast out the heroes from the boobs. Tommy revealed himself in his Bamba Sokichi type of outfit. You mean a white suit? This is treachery, said Argine, drawing his sword. Well, as if I never knew of your elaborate plan, said Tommy, pressed the switch, revealing he caused the power short in the first place. How did he do that? Contestants were freed at last. Get it time to kick some butt, said Takamoko, turning to Red Mask. The live man did their morphing sequences and fought with Bolt's agents. Okay, now I'm forced to do it myself, did you often do it? Red Dwarf Falcon, Yellow Lion, Blue Dolphin, Black Bison, Green Sai, Toju Sentai, Live Man. The masked man also fought against the Mage Rapper soldiers in the studio. Sargine decided to settle his battle with Red Falcon. It's now or never, said Sargine. And let's fight, said Red Falcon, drawing his Falcon Saber. The Falcon Sword. It's indeed an awesome fight, the two doing a one-on-one battle. Both sword class and they did some actions like Red Falcon fight against Gardnoid Gash in the final episode. That'll be the final episode of Live Man, which I'll play here. Okay, so the thing just clarifies back. I should clarify the author misnamed aimed Yusuke's Falcon Break as per Falcon Slash. So, bell ring time. Here's a note that Sargon was defeated but not killed. But then again, Gash wasn't killed in the footage I just showed. You are a worthy opponent, said Sargon, for being forced to retreat. The agents of Volt were misled somewhere and the hostages were able to go free. What do you mean? Misled somewhere just makes no sense, as rabbit. Meanwhile, Hurricane just started helping out the hostages. The Wind Rangers, or formerly them, they're still the Wind Rangers even without power, were there. Tom was helping the hostages free from the studio. Tarzan together with Lothar came in. Look, it's time to show him what we can do, said Yosuke Shina. He called Bananami and Host to become the Hurricaners, but not himself. Cool, too bad we don't have our powers here, said Shane. Your ranger powers, but you still have your ninja powers, but I think that Red Ranger's kind of charming, said Tori. She felt it was heroic of him to beat more evil villains than the villains they fought. That you never fought Tao Zanto, and if anything, Lothar, he is more evil than Lothar, I'll give you that. But again, okay, yeah, I'll point out that Tsumatsu is actually more evil than Satorakura, since he's not played for laughs at all. Oh, unlike his counterparts. See, Shane doesn't show their natural fighting ability, so they're still Power Rangers in spirit. Oh, nice to see he did remember that. See, Shane doesn't show. Okay, now Cam showed up in the nick of time. Remember him? He was mentioned in the last chapter to be there. It's finally relevant. He was the cause of power failure. I thought it was Tommy, but he'd make up your damn mind. And known to them, he had secretly collaborated with Tommy behind the scenes. Oh, phew. And he was now a surprise member. Well, Uncle, I did manage to regain my powers. Then why didn't you give the powers back to your teammates? You'll pay for putting innocent lives in danger for anybody you killed today, said Cam, who transformed into Samurai Ranger. It's the Green Samurai Ranger, and joined the fray. Well, you're better off somewhere else, said Lothar. Nephew, you're going to die this time. Then don't call me that anymore, said Samurai Ranger. That conversation makes no sense. It should be... If Lothar said, I hate to think of the fact that you're my nephew, then it would have made it been less incongruent. Heavy fight ensued. Tarzan and Lothar both joined forces with Satorakura, Wendinu, some elemental attacks to drive them off and combine their weapons into the sonic gadget. Tarzan, though not willing to accept defeat, decided to fire at Tori in a desperate act. No, said Hurricane Red, who then blocked out the blast from Lothar, but it was Tarzan who fired them. Lothar retreated, weakened. Apparently, firing blasts as you don't actually fire takes a lot out of you. Hurricane Red, Aqua Blast and Lothar. Oh, you already said that, reverting him back to being Yosuke Shina. He fell on Tori, landing with an intimate position. You have to be in an intimate position. Oh, sorry about that, said Yosuke Shina. Apology accepted, said Tori. Thanks. Oh, don't mention it, said Yosuke Shina. Now back to the live man of a masked man. Thanks for saving our lives, masked man, said Red Falcon. That's no problem. The mysterious guy in white letters to you in that mysterious vehicle, said Black Mask. No time for that now. Ow, we got a fight to finish, said Red Mask. Very well then, if you insist, said Grandpa Zabias. Zimmers, destroy them, said Kemp and Mazenda simultaneously. Zimmers finally appeared. Grandpa Zabias called for retreat with his two companions. They've got one battle to go for, said Red Falcon. I'm with you for that, said Red Mask. And anyway, now I need to change the music again because now the masked man have joined in the chaos. And I need a more appropriate soundtrack. The Zimmers are being knocked down by a collaborative effort of the masked man and the live man. The heroes in the future were still rescuing the hostages. Both Red Mask and Red Falcon were cutting down foot soldiers like crazy. Never had much fun in my life, said Red Mask. You consider this fun? I'm tempted to quote Ratchet's speech to Starscream from the penultimate episode of Marvel's Transformers. As in fact, I'm going to look up the speech up so I can do that. Fun? Fun? How dare you? How dare you trivialize life and death? That all has ever been to you, this war. Fun? How many, eh? How many have to die for you to get your jollies? How many? Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled fic. Me too, said Red Falcon. Black Bison and Black Mask using their rods as well. Hell, we still have the monster to worry about both, said Black Bison. Evil Zuno finally appeared to drive him into insanity. We had to think of their collaborative effort to win the battle. Think you Master to handle this first to give you the edge to defeat it, said Red Falcon. Let's try to do it, said Red Mask. No, I suggest we do whatever attack we can, said Black Mask. Good idea, we must find its weakness first, said Pink Mask. Mask tried 2, but 2 is unnecessary. Masky whip, but to no avail. Master had Masky roast, but it also failed. Dolphin's arrows has bounced off. Lee Wazuna was literally cloned by deceased Emperor Zaber, meaning the masked man should know how to beat him. Green Rhino, it's Green Psy, and Black by side to go a ram attack. That should be do, not go. To help the masked man, but also failed. Wow, what a monster, said Yellow Lion, who was firing his bazooka. I think we need to combine our powers, said Red Falcon. Red Falcon drew his Falcon Saber against the Falcon Sword. Or the Med Mask drew his Masky Blade, each one doing their crash attacks simultaneously at the monster. That should be the monster's weak magic combined attack, with each one doing on the opposite side. Red Falcon's on the left, Red Mask on the right. Hey, it worked. Now that we combine the powers of our bazooka, said Red Mask. Maybe our only chance to beat this monster, said Red Falcon. The masked man called for the jet cannon and the live man the biomotion buster. They were now going to fire simultaneously. Monster was trying to push us away. You can't defeat me that easily, said Lethal Zuno. I guess we got to concentrate more, said Live Falcon. That's not the right name. Let's do it, the best for Live Man. Combination of the intensified the power of the masked man, causing the Lethal Zuno monster to blow up to pieces. No, it's impossible, said Lethal Zuno. Has he exploded? That sounds more like it's asking a question of whether he exploded rather than him actually exploding. God knows, Gas finally showed up to enlarge the lethal Archer monster, Lethal Zuno. Curse you, Bat-Life Man! Now, Lethal Zuno, destroy them, said Gardnoid Gas. Gas would not give this kind of curse to anyone. He does not have any antipathy towards the live man. And what he would
Phantom!
A giant robot battle is up. Long time haven't gone into one, said Red Mask. That's not proper English at all. Oh, the correct thing to say would be... we're about to have a giant battle. We haven't been in one of these in some time. The Great Five showed the Live Man form a super live robo to battle the giant monster. Galaxy Robo is also called, with Red Mask piloting it. It's the first time both Galaxy Robo and Great Five are in the same battle, said Red Mask. I'm ringing a bell because the series clearly established why they couldn't be in the same fight. Namely that both require all 5 Masterman to be piloting them. If not, then both robots are greatly weakened. And believers are doing more of a match than they think they could. However, some ingenuity they could still use the same technique. Okay, I realise the images I'm showing here are of Live Robo and Live Boxer rather than Galaxy Robo or Super Live Robo, but I couldn't find any decent pics of those, so have these instead. And I think I know what we can do, said Red Mask. What plan do you have? You know a robot can't gut eye like theirs, said Pink Mask. That's not it. The Super Live Robo's power can be intensified by aura power. I think it's time for Super Live Robo to get a dose of aura power, said Red Mask. I haven't heard you think like that. Let's try it, said Black Mask. Well, that sounds like a good idea, said Blue Dolphin. Are you sure it will work, said Yellow Lion. Let's give it a try. Now or never to defeat this monster, said Red Falcon. Super Live Robo stayed at the center, Galaxy Robo was at the left, and Great Fire was at the right. Both released their aura powers right into the Super Live Robo. What's happening? Our energy is going up suddenly. I think we're going to blow, said Yellow Falcon. Looks like it isn't much of a good idea, said Yellow Lion. That's exactly it. We must release the super big burst now, said Blue Dolphin. And okay, I need to find... Okay, yeah. Live Man. For the sake of everything else, let's do the attacks, said Green Rhino and Black Bison. He just refuses to get Green Psy's name right. Yes, I know all the others are English animals, but he's the exception, and you should acknowledge that. Okay, yeah. The Live Man finally released the attack, creating a more powerful version of the Super Live Burst. It's the Super Big Burst. I think you named it correctly earlier. Destroying a monster into oblivion. because there was no other way to destroy a monster. The attack worked, and the field they celebrate their victory, which free. But it was a bittersweet case. One, we did it, said Red Falcon. The outcome is bittersweet. Some of the civilians died in the process of testing the machine, said Blue Dolphin. What machines? That's life as it is, said Yellow Dolphin. We did lose our siblings too, said Green Rhino. Well, any word that implies that all the live man lost their siblings when it was just green and black. Charles, it already is, said Black Bison. Finally demorphed. Mathman also glad to have a short reunion. So Mogo, I wonder what made you decide to stay with Taku, said Kenta. I just feel quite like it, said Mogo. She's my wife now. I just married her while you were all gone. I zapped her into marriage, joked Takaru. Ha ha, casual sexism. Go to hell. Takaru, who said anything about us being married? Aren't you still lovesick over that princess? Said Moko, thinking ahead of being forcibly married to Takaru. Oh no, well honey, I already enrolled you in culinary school, said Takaru. Moko chases Takaru in anger. Takaru runs and they both stumbled on each other. Okay, time to change the music again. Looks like Taku's gone over princess, but he needs all the strength he can get to survive Mogo's awful dishes, said Haruka, giggling. Hurricanes are together with performer Wind Rangers of the Ninja Storm team. Zack Taylor, Tommy, Adam and Cam decided to hang out for a while with Maskman and Liveman. Zack and Adam did fuck all this chapter, which makes them fit in as stand-ins for Tetsuya and Junichi, since they also did fuck all in the season. They obviously just there as a rating stunt to introduce a new robot. They had formally introduced themselves to each other behind the scenes. I was glad you showed up, said Ken to Tommy. It's all a day's work. Besides, we refuse to ensure the timeline doesn't get altered. Isn't what's happening right now supposed to happen? We're best on leaving now before another anomaly happens, said Tommy. Finally revealed in the archives that Taku did marry Momoko. What the? We got married in the future, said Taku and Momoko, pretty shocked at the outcome. We have to go now before you two change your minds about each other and the timeline has changed for worse, said Tommy, snickering and giving him a stare. If he's snickering, then they don't actually get married and he's just joining in on this unfunny joke. They're always at a loss regardless of how well we fight. Some civilians have died in the process of battle. Even the game show did kill people. Some people, said Cam, referred to the number of victims each attack produced. I know it hurts a lot. Much tears are there. There are many. I've got a lot of tears. Besides, in just a day, the first attack ran with Japan killed an entire school. That was our ninja school. Surely you should have opened with it was being your ninja school. But there are also other schools attacked too. You know there were other schools attacked. It's the Go Riders backstory, but their school was attacked at the same time. That's the pain of being a hero, isn't it, said Adam. I feel sorry for him. Besides, I feel like I'm using my competence against villains who are more evil. Again, this more evil thing is not backed up either by actual canon or this fic. But we'll just have to do whatever we can, said Zack Taylor. Even if villains here exceed Lord Zed and Rita's evil. Okay, that I can agree. If Lord Zed and Rita was literally just blowing up a food festival because Rita got sick. Acorn ruining Kimberly's chances at the gold because it's Kimberly. Let's do what we can to stop them and then set the time back straight. That's the spirit, Zack, said Adam. I have to admit, you are going to way cooler than we are, and so you the live man, said Shane. Oh, don't say that, said Yosuke Shina. You melt spandex suits. No one has ever referred to it as a spandex suit except for Ninja Storm themselves and RPM, purely to make that tired that is not spandex joke. Oh, you guys are awesome, said Yusuke Amamiya. By the way, thanks for saving my life, Yosuke, said Tori with a charming smile. She had bandaged his wounds earlier. But I meant it, you're such a good caregiver and a pretty one too, said Yosuke Shina, who was starting to show interest here. Tori had also begun to find him attractive and he was a pretty dim-witted individual. I think Cupid's arrow must be defective in this fic. Within the same time period, Cam, Tommy. Now I guess we have more help then. Thanks, said Cam, and we're partners as well. Yusuke Amamiya and Yosuke Shina did have a sword match one more time. Finally, Yusuke Amamiya believed the claims of them coming from the future. Where to go now, Sensei? See you in the future then, said Yosuke Shina. I'll be much older then. I wonder if I'll recall this time travel experience of yours to save our timeline, said Yusuke Amamiya. Did they not mention they'd met his older self? It turns to be that Yosuke Shina had a delayed impact of his injuries from the game show of evil. After all, he did sustain some progressive shocks. So that's why he's portrayed as an idiot. He's suffered brain damage. We gotta go now, Satori was assisted by Nanami in carrying Yosuke Shina. Our United Lines of Evil Fortress, Radiguet is angry with Low Force, Satarakura, Wendinu, Furubijo, and Taozanto. Maybe I should have not paid at all, Furubijo, when Kronos used the preferred element of his staff, said Radiguet, picking her up and kicking her aside. What does that have to do with anything? Furubijo, are you alright? Asked Wendino. Furubijo's in tears after being smacked heavily by her emperor. Don't even bother helping her up, said Radiguet. Radiguet then blasted both Wendino and Furubijo. Look at the bad side, my lord. We did make a lot of money, said Lofor. Silence, said Radiguet. Fired some energy bolts at Lofor, leaving him in pain as well. Taozanto was then next to his husband. He tried to rebel by his own electric shock, only to discover that Radiguet could absorb him as well. For some reason. As you know, I am well prepared for any attempted mutiny, so don't expect you can get the best of me, said Radiguet, who also tossed Taozanto aside. I am sorry, my lord, that will not happen again, said Taozanto. See that you will not rebel, nor anybody, said Radiguet, lest you all share a fate of Florius, who tried to put poison in my wine to take over the throne. Oh, so Florius did try to take over, but shame we only learned this posthumously. Much later at the New Sky Base, Cam, Shane, Dustin and Tori were impressed at where they were now, apart from the heroic alliance that they can help even without their powers as of the meantime. They were now at the Sentai year 2011. Guys, I guess we can just do other stuff, Shane. It's more than just being a Power Ranger. Can't believe Tori decided to do nursing duties herself. I know, right? Tori showed no aptitude for medical help in the series. In fact, when Blake got injured, her reaction was to take him to Cam. I guess he's accidentally in love, said Dustin. I think so too, said Nami. Might be best they're left alone for now. Due to interrupt a possible romance between them. How the hell is this a possible romance? But I wonder what we powerless rangers can do, said Shane. Guess we can help get our powers replicated, Ben, said Nami. After all, we both have the same powers. You're our counterparts, no doubt. I'd rather not disturb my counterpart Tori right now. I'd be glad to ride again, said Shane. If we can, then we'll help you out of the monitoring station. That would do either, said Kota. Oh yeah, I have to admit Yosuke Thrax got him a jackpot today. He just won home a prize. In a resting room, Yosuke Shina found that he had overexerted himself. Again. Remember, Yosuke, you're not invisible. Just take a rest now. You need all the rest you can get before you can fight again, said Tori. Thanks, Tori, said Yosuke Shina, noticed that she was there. It was nice of you to volunteer to assist me. You're really a special girl. Now, just today's work, said Tori. You're really quite heroic. Both of them looked at each other with feelings denied to one another. And you two have impressed me back there with your brains, said Yosuke Shina. That two is in the number, so he's talking to another person here. In fact, you saved your time and I nearly cost their deaths. But how does that even mean? May not be the best thing, but he's really in fact charming in his own special ways. Tori was handing him some porridge from the kitchen. She's quite a girl, said Yosuke Shina, who was also having feelings for her as she did for him. And that's the end of the chapter, and I could just say it's filled with a good idea, but it's bogged down by the fact it merges several unrelated ideas that have no business coexisting together, which pretty much describes the fic in general. Anyway, I promised to talk about the author changing things in response to poor reception, and so now I'm going to just talk about the original chapter 27, Operation Suicide, which started with the theme, which starts off. I'm going to change the music, and then just wait for this ad to finish. Anyway, here we are. Basically, the original chapter 27 that revealed that the Operation Overdrive Rangers had been brought into the Sentai land and had been taken command of by Commander Akira Ichijo from that one Jetman two-parter. And he would have been torturing them, including using a spanking machine. And then they would have sent them into battle where, as the title indicates, would have died. When the rest of the Rangers showed up to their funeral purely to mock and belittle them for having no choice in the matter. This proved so unpopular even among fans of detractors of Operation Overdrive, but the whole thing was rewritten with something better, entitled Not Exactly Samurai. And how better it is, we shall see next time.